Hey guys, welcome to the meta battle between Acid Shredder 2 and the Immovable Dharma. Um, in this episode, I'll be going over the Immovable Dharma set and the meta Immovable Dharma set and the meta Acid Shredder 2 set. The Immovable Dharma set was tailored by me. I've seen some other builds online for the Immovable Dharma, but I don't see anyone coming close to the EFR that I was able to achieve with my build. So this is the this is the build I will be using for comparison against the Acid Shredder 2's meta build. This build on here is very well known. Uh, I don't know who started this build, but it is the meta build that many people use. So this build should be familiar to a lot of people. Some people don't put the three levels of flawless on there and just opt with two levels of flawless with one focus to make focus 3. However, I think focus 3 is redundant, so I just added a flawless 2 jewel in there just to raise the EFR even higher. So at first glance of these two great swords, Immovable Dharma has an effective raw of 744. This is when peak performance and agitator is active. Um, 744 EFR. And let's say the agitator is not active, then it goes down to 718 EFR. So we will leave it at that because it's a good comparison to make first to see when the monster is not agitated but peak performance is on. And let's say the monster is not agitated, the Acid Shredder 2 goes to 755 EFR, a very marginal difference from the 748 EFR that the Immovable Dharma had. But let's turn it on, and it goes down to 723 EFR when agitator is not active. So the difference between the two is still very marginal. There's a difference of literally 5 EFR, and 5 EFR is less than 1% of damage. I don't even think it's 0.02%. However, let me just whip out my calculator real quick, and so yeah, it's 0.05, no, 0.5%. Yep, 0.7% in terms of difference in damage. 0.0. So first scenario, 0.7%. So first scenario was peak performance with no agitator. And then the second scenario between the Immovable Dharma and the Acid Shredder will be when the monster is agitated and and no mantles are on. And then the effective raw goes up to 744. And Acid Shredder, let's turn on agitator, 755. So So that is a 1.4% difference. So let's say the monster is let's say that you have the glider mantle on. So that is 778.4 EFR. And let's say you have the mantle on for the Acid Shredder 2. So that is a difference of So that is a 0.8% difference. Third. And for the last comparison, we'll change the mantle from the glider mantle to the waterproof mantle for the Immovable Dharma, and the EFR goes down to 764. And let's change the mantles for the Aster Shredder 2. The EFR stays the same at 784. So that's a 2.6% difference in damage between the two. So fourth. So let's get the total difference between all scenarios, all four scenarios, between the Immovable Dharma and the Acid Shredder 2. So that is so that is 1.375% or 1.4% damage difference. So the Immovable Dharma is inferior to the Acid Shredder 2 in EFR by 1.4%. So at this point, it comes down to really what weapon you feel like you want to use the most. The Immovable Dharma has 30 hits of purple. This doesn't come with Master's Touch, so every time you hit the monster with the hit, the sharpness goes down. However, Aster Shredder 2 has 10 hits of purple, which is a lot less, but every time you hit the monster with a critical hit, you don't lose sharpness. But the thing is, if you don't hit the monster in the critical spot, then you're going to lose sharpness very, very fast. Because you only have 10 hits of purple. So let's say you miss the monster like 5 times, then your purple sharpness goes down half. While as in, if you hit the monster 5 times, in a non-weakened spot, you still have 25 hits of purple left on the Immovable Dharma. So, it comes down to playstyle really. However, I also feel like the difference between the cosmetic benefits of the two are very significant as well, because I think the Immovable Dharma is one of the best looking greatswords in the game, while as in I think Acid Shredder 2 is the most ugliest greatswords in the game. So keep in mind that the two only have a 1.4% damage difference, so it really comes down to whichever one you want to use. However, I would also like to recommend my set, because I don't think any other set comes close to it in terms of effective raw, especially when one of the mantles is active. So, yeah, that was me, and thank you for tuning in, and I hope you find the right weapon for you.